ebraso se ensema hodro etwegu o my God mu ha ne amahodro so semfo asem asone so koje ede ama medon hwere ba kontem mebebe sade ama sekase ewo afidie eso ensem no do so pa eye namum de edimu akotene ebi ene se ene briche kase abo o my konkon Ghana enam so ema openi park no na woda eye sikasem ehonsem so Dr. Kobinadufo ade ensem bi atudwa afa briche kase abo o my Ghana no eho na ensem fofom so ye de ni betwemu ewo Brekum East ende ye kase NPP amanyoko no echitaifo bi a wonom ho kire se wonom de echitaipa etai kane mampani abedi etire Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia eche sanse wono ena wose efata na ensem fofom so ye de ni betwemu ewo National Youth Authority eneyi openipa wada no e de atudwa wo kire se eba ne mebu no nsem de a e de nakoma so pa enunti wone France aban aka boma wonom ebe ye bibi so nkokora e de ama emebu na wonom ewo oh my God ne hansem bi kan woni mu na afofo bi kan wodon hwere ba kontem agudie mu nsem amana ne nsem ene anigede mu nsem ka ho yaboa no ye de be som se no nsia bremu kase ewo insania television ebusia mede wase sabre na brebia no nya dagye abotre etna wo TV homa mede nsem no esom sede esi etia kenkanfo enafiada enwumre eyeme efia boafo adepayenton krambreto ye ba kase boni ntwemu etwaso Ebusia for yansan ema akwa babem Africa me ho na memfa ensem ni twemu entwaso emfa ema me hyase ana me hyase e de free endra da bi kase ebo o my konkron Ghana ene mpanifo hodo bebre na na wonom abo anan akwa kopie mu ewo kane first lady eye mame kunedu Ajima Rollins ne fie e de wonom yakons kokoma ebusia ena afi ema wonom eja wechi nanumu ena eye omampani na na dodankwa ekufu ado ene ne hukani ena afi mpanifo hodo bebre na akopie mu honom na bra wakasa no ena wodi to just say wo hwe kane first lady na wayana danfo pa wone no ena bokosua tafra ntino die si no aye ne ja papa
na wama na kolege the before atise kisa okan eno ani na ati asom so from the body about fifia na eraya kan wasem ya onyo bi kwa obaye juma kese wo maimu zini chono yes is Ghana ina ya bopo ebe tai ho ahwe kwan e bitumi esino na nunti ina mesune ba no pe baya madam fo omeni kunya abe kamepa nti because yes on wa be bomo mania mache na yes me befia na meso be saba betu sem mama mo yako ti me ba ya masem oba beni ni petit oba be adwuma kese am o me enu nti na meso ma basa me ba na ba be kamo ho na kwa be faso a be ti ano kwa no itumi aye we buy a massive chi asam kese aba between na wo Ghana and until 19 ba massive that's it so.
Busuya penny edema adishia busuya ema na nakunadu Ajiman Rollins woni nkasa ye mu no editu dwa se maame na ye hu hyehyeye ne ntutuye yina no obehwe se aban na afa ka ne mampani na nadanko akofo ado wode wonu mu yina ebehye mu a wonyi wonu mu ensi nchen
mawo na at the first hour ye dia bansu a odi aba se François wo da CP en share de wa na be share bu yina am ka ho aban ka ho se de be share no bia e be mo so ate ye nya muda ye be mo so ate dia boy bia so wo dia boy na kwandu ya krano se ya friend prefer da CP
ni kwakra mu no Dr. Zinato Ajiman Rollins enso kasaye na ne nkasa ye mu no wei en wodi tudwa.
Your Excellency, former First Lady, with distinguished delegation, on behalf of my siblings, on behalf of the family, I would like to extend our sincere appreciation to you for the love that you have shown us, for the support. Indeed, this was very sudden, and if it were not as serious as it is, the fitting caption would probably be "what a shock," because that's exactly how we're all feeling today. I think most of us are still processing the situation.
Yeguso ejinemu ewo awehusemi emu na ene empenifo ahodo bebre na ene wonom aboanan akopie mu ewo ebusuafie honam so ema wonom ede wonu di sem atudwa na openi abaako awono kane no na wo hwe ga na yen siksem so eye Dr. Kwabena Dufuo wone nsam chofo twetwe komobra wo kochia ebusua wieye ene wode tudwa wo twe se sabrei ena NDC amanyoko no ena feyi eye mame eye Lawrence Nebusia ene ne mba weja wonum etwe no wonum beka bom na edimpa kane mampani Jerry John Rollins ene ne yere eja wetwe no wonum betumi aboho ban.
Making sure of the rules and the laws for you, the women. She must be worshipped. We must make sure that we see her funeral well organized by all of us, especially women. She did well for all of you. Nana has a legacy that no one can wash out. Never. From 1981 to date, she's been very firm, committed to the cause, not only of Ghana, but to women in particular. Not only Ghanaian women, but Africa. And we are all proud of her. She was my sister. The husband was my boss, who became my friend. We were very close. I miss her. But it had to happen. We're all human beings. Let's make sure that we organize a fitting funeral for her. That's what I'm asking. All of you. She left behind children. Must all get together and build those children. To take the place of the mother and the father. Generational issue. We should not feel so sad because there are children behind. What are we doing, all of us, to help the children? They've lost their parents at this tender age. They're not old, but we can help to develop a legacy through the children. Thank you.
Yet, Kasie no so na yedi eni atwemu ewo edum kumase asante mantem emu na eye afi 2023 ena awawosem bi esi honum enam eye abranche ne din edi inspector amadwumesi ene ne nkanchima entem menteme hwase bi esi wontem nam so ematuo kasaye ema baba wa ne to nananom ewo ensiedo ene ensem na kwakopie mu ewo court nam so court no ahye se abranche ne din edi inspector amadwumesi si won kwonkwotre aban kukum ne nkwan den nara chayen mufanche ye wasa kwan no so mfidie na edi ye adwuma koba ne sa na muanti ene ye wo hanom na mude ache ye sa kwan no eso ye to akasebo no eso na anti LGBTQR+ bill ekokopie mu emra shebedwefie eneyi openi pa wo no enna se eba no sa bill hu hyehye ya wodi mu akotene ye pa eye Dr. John Intim Fojo eneyi wode ato Ghana Mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enimu se sabre ya bill ya kwakopie mu mrahye bedwefie dada no a wono mebobo hu no mesesa hyehye ase akeka bibia de abobom no ehu nya biem kra se mrahye bedwefo ebesan atena so de wono hie yina ne se wono Mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ede ne sa ebe hyase na babaye mra.
If majority leader says the bill is there and President Mahama must assent to it, then he must just take it to him, and next week he must assent to it, case closed. So that, I think, if that is what he wants the direction to go, then it's good news. We have no discussion again. So President Mahama, your majority leader says, sign the bill, assent to it, and then return it to Parliament. And then we ratify it and it becomes law. He's a leader of government business. So be it. So we are expecting President Mahama, as per what his own majority leader has indicated, that in the coming days, by next week, he should sign it into law, assent to it, then every controversy ends. Because this is a bill that all of them claimed that was very important to them. As a matter of fact, we as MPP, we are conservative party. Everybody knows our ideology. We are conservative party. We are right party. One of our philosophies is that we do not, shepherd these things. We don't indulge and entertain issues about LGBT and all these liberal tendencies. But on the other side, and this is the Social Democrats, they are left of center party, and they are the ones who believe in these things. But yet, when President Akufo-Addo was president, and when MPP was in power, NDC succeeded in waging a spirited propaganda across the country to get everybody believing the lie and the falsehood, as if we, the Conservative Party, and we center-right party, who don't indulge in these things and condone these things, are rather for it. And some Ghanaians bought into it, and it cost us a lot. And so now that they are in power, they should be consistent with the same, advocacy they were pushing in opposition.
Emfonia yehwe ye Reverend John Intim Fojo wono aso ena wo yemra hyebedwani edema adehye wonom ewo Asin South mensenu emu ne ena yeko ekotie ye to kase no eso na delegate ya wonom ewo eye Brekum East enene wonom ekasa wonom ade atudwa watch se eba no candidate ya afi 2028 wo bedi NPP amanyoko no anim na wedi nkunim ede ama amanyoko na wonom tumi embo biedi enja eye kane Mampeni abedi eche Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia ni senti eneyi wonom hwese watanechi pampe
mi nko ade a anka Dr. Bawumia ya tuma na mfi senka ebeboa kire se niama pa na ado eye no mo nwie enti kono bebetima abeto so ama adwuma na akoyie ama nkwala su se free education amode ba ye mi na bi no makobi sika ye tua na this time no enya sanketo ka Dr. ba ya dia minim se nyame ya adoma anka dia Ghana fo be hu ye mobo no ma to amaye nanka ya win power yeba power na just Ghana for nyina di onno ne yere ni kodwa so go beto apart from we be anywhere ni kodwa so the top no ni support e wo fa hehim fa na support na minim ya wo be fo bu ka baby say na minim but na die minim pa say 2 years mistake na be ku ye no e bi ensi bia mu da e bi ensi bia mu da wo fa ye bo ne nchaye me see afi obetwim abro 100 e won se be ye 5 me se ba wumi abo obetwim papa na be surprise do kunfo ye nim ni otimi ye nim de nyame de adua ni mu nti obeboa ye nti so ye tai na chisel fu oda onna oni support our support papa me nko me Monica mi na me support so na Brekum consumer Brekum East consumercy me man go as a letter area coordinator say ya na ye be sia doctor enti o na wo ka no ye hwe akyere amani nyina kosimi se kom bia so no efese me no e di fini ye ka no say you and I were not there. You and I were not there. Yes, that I'm saying, but I'm saying say it is precise say Ghana for you yenyantia ye from doctor no mu say o media ni na onumom e betimi di tanku ni amaye wan dis on when and this ni bia ba kwakoda because me a police station my organizer can come at Brekum East. Yeah, police station or the meaning say I or the information 17 yeah support Baumia because Baumia why be that on any quack no ever turn into the Brekum East police station fire with me. You make me catch and say support Baumia 100% because on a bit added to me in 2028 into a support. So I no more can you pray because no na be that. If you support the past about Obama 2028.
Yeah, to Kasie bono eso na money laundering and one ensensem na kwame akoye se na sentem no epeja na homene super eye ewo omaigana ha enonam so ema eneyi eku awundin ede giaba wonom aye nchwehwe sonkokora ede ama eye religious leaders and afei institutions bi wonom ewo omaigana ha ekwan obefa so na wonom akwetia sa money laundering no.
This 2-day workshop will focus on strengthening their capacity to understand their role, how to can play those roles, and how this can enhance their own understanding of money laundering and terrorist financing. We have seen increased violent extremism in our environment. For instance, we might have a teaching that is wrong in the local communities where people are encouraged to fight for their faith or to fight for God in the wrong way by killing innocent people. So this kind of teaching will help them to go back, teach the right words. Islam is a religion of peace. Christianity is a religion of peace. Both religions preaches peace. So if they go back to advance that there's no religion that preaches violence, there's no religion that preaches the killing of innocent people, and that will help them to galvanize society for a safe and secure environment for all of us to live in.
Mami Yvonne Atakra Obisa, aye Director of Prosecution, Wanusuko PMO, ewo dwumadie no ase na wei ana wode tudwa ewo.
The FIC continues to play a pivotal role in coordinating national efforts, while the Ministry of Justice and other key stakeholders are strengthening prosecution and asset recovery mechanisms to ensure that the proceeds of crime are effectively traced, recovered, and confiscated by the state. However, as we all know, the most sophisticated of all our legislations, I've already talked about Act 1044 and Act 1015, will remain ineffective if those of us gathered here, the citizens, communities, and especially our faith-based institutions, are not aware and are not sensitized to be cooperative in enforcing these pieces of legislation.
Nekwakra muno Kofi Buache a woye Deputy Chief Executive Officer at the Financial Intelligence Center and so ekasai.
Money laundering is the act of cleaning dirty money into clean money. And the church is one institution that is very vulnerable to this. Many people are now channeling their illicit funds into the church. How is this done? A church may have a member who suddenly comes to join and has so much money and offers, even without request, to give the church a loan. The church also takes it that, well, it is better to source for the loan from inside the church than other means. So they ask the person to give the loans, or the person spontaneously gives the loan to the church. What we fail to do is to find out who that member is, his source of wealth, and how he gets his money to be able to give to the church.
Yetwa and Samno Esona Openipa Wano and Away Chief Executive Officer Wada National Youth Authority no ano eye Yewura Osman Wade afutuo akọ ama emebunu ina se wonum enya etuhwache honhom ewo community a wowom no esanse no nebeboa ama mantem ne potem etumi etumpon.
Let this day be more than a celebration. Let it be a launch pad to every individual, educational institution, private company, and civil society organization. I issue a call. Embrace environmental volunteerism, join tree planting exercises, lead recycling activities, initiatives in your communities, and become ambassadors for conservation. Merci. Écrivez-vous action aussi modesto el fonctionnaire pour en venir dans nous.
Ede amao na yede ni etremu enfufro emu na nansentem ena openipa wono ena woye Attorney General Dr. Dominic Ayini ede betu just say wono hwehwemu efasika sembi eho ewo aman panifo ena fadwumakuo bi entem no wono ma ye hwehwemu ewo honam so ema ode betu just say JA Plant Pool Ghana Limited wonom sika sembi ekokoboro so ewo honam mo kyese wonom ye hwehwemu pa nene empenifo idi ababetu dwa wo kyese saa sika na eboro so no enya saa na tie kora na mum de wonom ye na ena memra kwan so ena fe hunkuntabu no so no ejina nanan so pa.
Attorney General Dr. Dominic Ayine wabre wokasa ewo Government Accountability Series no aseno wode to judge say wo hwe drip mfidie a abandada no ekofa eba ye no a ekamia ye se sika wonum echi a ekofa asam mfidie no wo mutua ema na ebroso forensic review a wonum aye no wo hunu say $176 million contract ena wonum assign ye na so no wo hwe emfidi a wonum ede baaye ene nkrata ekura no ene nkuntebu a wonum eye no a $2 million ene wonum ede kofa saa emfidi e baaye enu nti JA Plant Pool no na ekamia ye se wonum ebu sika no bi edihemu ewo mu se contract a wonum assign ye no na sika no eye $176 million de na so no record the Attorney General trust ekura no wonum etua $178 million choppable dollars ya na wo hunu say dream die bi akoso e ho na twese $2 million ena ababe shemu e wo ho na sa drip enfidie enfidie wonum kofa ba ya na wo gidi se betimi aboa mensini no wonum timidie ye adwuma e wa kwan ekwantempo ahodo a esese wonum hia enfidie te sa ede ye adwuma e wo so enu nti no JA Plant Pool and wonum de sa contract gi ede ema no a Public Procurement Authority wonum chiremu se wonmo so sansemi mu aye nhwehwemu na sika ne nyina no eye $178,704,739.50 ani sika wonum ede hyen nkrata mu nanso Attorney General de wo se wono de wahu ene se emfidie ne nyina no 176 million ene atwere ene wono mo de ekofa emfidie no eba ya entis a wo hwe sika wono de ba montene no a na kyerɛ se wono mo atwa bi egum ye pa sansem we no ena mpanfo a wono mo eda JA plant pool ano enso tintim krata so de aba kyerɛ se Attorney General Yewura Dominic Aine ne nsɛm a wode to dwa our government accountability series dwumadie no ase no nukura bia anim ase wo twantro de ato wonum eso esanse contract ne nkratase wonum yeye no bibia ewo ho anukura ewo ho ense koba se wo beka sansemi ade fa wonum eho a na ase wo gu wonum adwuma no eho fi ne site no wonum sisi dua ewo nkrata wonum de abamu se sansem no nukura bia anim na mmom no se de nkrata semo de ba monte na etie no sa pepepe enetie.
Yade kasebo no eko asante mantemu kropon Kumasi na openipa wono na woye manager woda Kumasi Zoo ano eye Dr. Mayizika wode adesrede akọ amagana foi na se eba no yakwansre ewo omaiga ne makwame akoye se yetoto nase titiru eni zoos ahodwa ewo oman mu wose wobia tumi bowura honom ekwachi abobia ekoye de wope wose eno no enya de bia entwe yie kura enunti wobesra Ghana fo se eni die ne obu a yede ewose yede ma zoos ahodro no yenya ne sa pepepe se beboa na oman no etumi afa ne ntomapa efra.
Waterbug was actually brought to us from the Dija National Park area. It was also orphaned and rescued by some good citizens who took care of it and finally brought it to us. And so for such an act to happen during this season, it means some unscrupulous people have actually either killed the mother for food or for any other thing. Then about 2 weeks ago, we had the buffalo calf that we call Larbanga. That was also brought to us from officers of the Mole National Park. The zoo is doing well in taking care of them. You can see these are calves that were being nursed by their mothers and the mothers have been killed. We have to feed them. Feeding them is actually not easy. It's taking a toll on us. Currently, we are spending about 800 Ghana cedis a day to feed the calf because it takes fresh cow milk. We don't want to dilute it with any other milk to cause any infection to us. So I'm using this medium to appeal to individuals who are touched by this story to come and then adopt these young animals that we have in the zoo.
Yetwa ensam no so de ani atwemu epoye mantam emu na nananom ahemfo a wonom ewo Eastern Enzima Traditional Council eneyi wode adesrede ato aban enafe bambo adwumako no enim se ahensem bi asore ewo honoma enye fedi agrokra nenam so mamenteme nwase enafe pintem pa na ekoso ewo hanu nti wosre aban enafe bambo adwumako ni se sabrei wofo wonan ensi fom entem enye sade a
that one call himself as a paramountcy, we know that guy not. Whom we know is Ewulai and Mishapanyi. He crowned himself as a chief, but you can't crown yourself as a chief. Why? Because you are not swearing, you haven't swear oath at Western Regional House of Chiefs, so no one knows you. Before Ewulai and Mishapanyi became Ewulai Mishapanyi, we the chief brought him to Western Regional House of Chiefs for him to swear an oath. If you swear that oath, it means you are a paramountcy. And we, the chiefs, we swear oath to Ewulai. But as for this one, he can never and never come to Western Regional House of Chiefs for an oath unless this case have been solved. So still, he is the paramountcy, Ewulai Emisha. If yes, on the security should intervene for peace to prevail. If not, it will be a disaster.
Ebusiafo yebejina ahemfo ensemi so atonkra abato yeba edwedie hu nsem eto akase ne so yeba sisia.
The heat is everywhere. We are all tired and drained. Our faces are weary. The day feels endless, and life feels heavy. Then it happens. In a world that never stops, discover the refreshment that wakes you up. One sip and everything changes. Wake up with pure hydration. This is Aquawella. Great taste, truly satisfying.
Yansai emau akwa babiem yeda wasebebre sa watwa yen mayato enkra abade du so eye edwedie ene sikasem na ene yenhwe se de Ghana cedi no na hoden ene dollar no esi ko na ene ye sorry na chese Ghana cedi no eda 10 Ghana cedis eye 80 pesos dollar no baako.
Usha ene October bosumene da etoso aduonu anan a Bank of Ghana atwemu se emprempren yesika no de toto amanohwe de no ho a sese $1 no ejina 10 cedis 80 pesos na no na watchre se ewomusa bank no ehre be 99 million Ghana cedis ewa afrase a we no tafi bi na wonom agimu a wonom hweye ma 30 wode ko hanche chemu a eno no ejina 33% ya wogide se saa sika nyina no wonom ehre ye ewo enunti enne den kuntabu wonum de aba efa yesika no ehono watchre se $1 no 10 cedis 79 pesos upebia ubenya no 10 cedis 80 pesos £1 no so akodru 14 cedis 37 pesos upebia to a ubenya no 14 cedis 38 pesos €1 12 cedis 53 pesos upebia to a ubenya no 12 cedis 54 pesos na so ko miamia hodo a wonum esesa sika no a $1 no betime ya no 12 cedis 10 pesos upebi de adi udwuma ubenya no 12 cedis 60 pesos sanso na £1 no ewo wonum ensem 15 cedis 80 pesos se upebia ubenya no 16 cedis 80 pesos and €1 no ejina 13 cedis 80 pesos upebia to a 14 cedis 70 pesos.
Ebusiafo madaroma yebesan atonkra abato yeba agudie mu nsem ayekrado yede to aso amasisia.